And welcome back to Idaho Today. Rise, an inspired book of dreams, is a collection of uplifting poetry and prose just released this month by local author Ebenezer Makinde. We're happy to have him here on the show. Ebenezer, so great to see you.
Melissa, thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
All right, so let's talk about the vision you have behind writing these books.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great word, vision. I think I began writing about 15 years ago. I've always been sort of a dreamer in a sense, and from the time I was young, I'd have these very vivid dreams that kind of would inspire me and inspire my life and inspire kind of the direction I was going. And you know, when I actually wrote my first book, Reign of Freedom, I took a collection of the dreams that I had and actually incorporated that to the story. It's sort of a parable about a young boy who's coming of age in a sense, learning how to become a man, so to speak. And that continued on with all the previous books and everything. And Rise, an Inspired Book of Dreams, is a collection of poetry and prose that kind of delves into that. You know, they say the poorest man in the world is the man without a dream. And for me, I believe that's so true. And so I decided to write a collection of poetry that, you know, that hopefully inspires people to continue to pursue on and to chase the things that are in their heart in a sense.
Oh, I love it. So kind of motivational.
Absolutely.
In your writing style. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely motivational, inspirational, and you know, trying to inspire people to use their imaginations and you know, maybe they've forgotten something they wanted to do 20, 25 years ago, but it's never too late to pursue that dream, never too late to go after the things that you want and the things that are in your heart in a sense.
Okay, and today you're going to be doing a signing and you're focusing on one particular book that you're releasing, right? But this is actually your 7th book in a collection that you've written.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about each book in the collection.
Yeah, so I mentioned a little bit about Reign of Freedom, which is the black book with the gold cover here. Again, that's kind of a coming-of-age story. Maybe some people have read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho in terms of just a coming-of-age story about a boy who's going off to discover his hidden treasure in a sense. And I wrote a parable basically about a boy who goes off from his poor village and he starts to have these very vivid dreams about the people he's going to meet and foreshadows the places he's going to go. And he starts to learn along the way that freedom's actually born of responsibility and that it costs a high price. So that was Reign of Freedom. The second book, Light of Darkness, is sort of a play on the Screwtape Letters. I don't know if you've ever are familiar with the Screwtape Letters or not, by C.S. Lewis. Most people have heard of that author from the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yes, yes.
And the premise of that book is that it's December 31st, 2019. And I am curious as to know what is going to happen in 2020 and beyond. And so surprisingly, I know, right? Just kind of a wild story. We all kind of remember what that was like during that time. But what happens in the story is that it's 1 o'clock in the morning and I get a knock on my door, and it's both an angel and a demon, and essentially. They have been sent to my door to allow me to interrogate them about their plans for the world and how they're going to influence the world and try to control people's lives in 2020 and beyond. And so the book is, it doesn't give any answers, but it deals with a lot of sort of deep issues in a sense. And it's up to the readers to decide who's actually telling the truth and who's not, because the characters in the story, they both say they're out to do good in the world.
Oh, of course they do.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that. So a lot of self-interpretation on that one.
Absolutely. It's going to require you to think a little bit, wrestle with a lot of very deep issues.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's some fantasies is put in there as well. So it again requires you to use your imagination, which kind of is a theme for all of my books.
Yeah. So the book that you're releasing today, though, is The Reign of Freedom. You have a signing. How can people come see you so they can get a signature and then talk to you and explore your the other books in your collection as well? Yeah.
So the book Rise, Inspired Book of Dreams. That's the book that will be released today. Unfortunately, we don't have a copy of that, but it is available wherever books are sold.
Okay.
Yeah, people can come in. It's going to be Saturday from 11 to 1 p.m. I'll be at the Barnes & Nobles doing a book signing. I'll have that book as well as the other books as well, and people can meet me and converse with me. I've been on a 25-city tour over the past summer at various Barnes & Nobles. I've been busy doing a lot of traveling, racking up a lot of miles and everything.
Yes. And the name of the book again that you're releasing, I apologize, I quoted the wrong book. It's Rise today is the one that you're celebrating.
Correct. Rise, an Inspired Book of Dreams.
Wonderful. Where can people get your books and how do they find you?
Yeah, so books can be found pretty much anywhere where books are sold. So Barnes & Nobles is probably the one that people are most familiar with. People want to buy the books on Amazon. They're available there as well. And my website, EbenezerMakinde.com, is probably the best place to get in touch with me.
Wonderful. Ebenezer, thank you so much. Your books are beautiful too, by the way.
Oh, appreciate it.
All right, everyone, stick around. More to come here on Idaho Today right after the break.